Moses Itauma. I think he's a great fighter. The young, 20 years, yeah? Yeah, 20 years. I think Itauma have.
Nobody saw this coming. The heavyweight division just got turned upside down. Moses Itauma, the 19-year-old wrecking machine, has just pulled off the biggest camp upgrade of his career. And it's not a rumor. It's official. Oleksandr Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion, the man who outboxed Anthony Joshua twice, the puzzle no heavyweight can solve, is now Moses' head trainer for his upcoming fight against Dillian Whyte. Let that sink in, a teenage powerhouse being molded by one of the greatest boxing brains of this generation. This isn't just a step-up fight anymore. This is a potential passing of the torch, live in front of the whole world. And if you're Dillian Whyte, you're not just fighting Moses Itauma, you're fighting Usyk's mind inside Moses' gloves. Usyk isn't just a champion, he's a master tactician. Joe Rogan has often praised his footwork, calling it majestic and impossible to figure out. While Usyk may not move exactly like Vasily Lomachenko due to the size difference, the principles are the same. Perfect angles, lightning-quick tempo shifts, and an unmatched ability to control distance. Those exact tools have been Whyte's nightmare in the past. Fighters who can move, frustrate, and force him to reset tend to take control.
Where are they?
Yeah, Lomachenko's father trained Usyk as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
So there's something, something.
Obviously, gravity keeps him from moving the way Lomachenko does because Lomachenko's so small.
Yeah.
Now, Moses has direct access to those tools. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a total transformation. Peter Fury, a respected voice in boxing, has called Moses the complete package: power, speed, grit, and toughness. But the most dangerous thing about him is that he's a sponge. He absorbs everything. Now, under Usyk's guidance, Moses is getting an education in boxing IQ that could normally take years to develop.
He's got speed, he's got power, he's tough, he's game. He ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see. Again, he's young. You know, he's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents. So let's see. It's early days, but big future for him.
This fight is no longer just about raw talent. It's about strategic thinking, high-level execution, and being ready for any situation in the ring. Whyte has never ducked a challenge. He's faced Joshua, Povetkin, Parker, Fury, anyone who would step in the ring. But many, including Johnny Nelson, believe this fight is risky, maybe too risky. Nelson has hinted that Whyte could be slipping into gatekeeper territory. If Moses beats him convincingly, that label might stick.
Well, just wait and see, but it's exciting.
What do you make of Itauma versus Dillian Whyte?
It's a good fight. Dillian likes to fight. He'll have a tear up.
Yeah.
You know, you can't test this man's cojones. You know, he'll fight anybody and everybody. So with Dillian doing that, you think, you know what? You know, it's a good fight, good testing fight.
Derek Chisora knows exactly what Usyk's style feels like. He's been in there, chasing a man who never stops moving, who keeps peppering you with shots from angles you didn't even see coming. Now Moses is learning that same style, except he's a natural puncher with youth on his side. Whyte isn't just fighting a prospect, he's fighting a fighter being built into a complete nightmare. Boxing journalist Gareth A. Davies has been chasing down interviews, trying to get Francis Warren to spill details about camp, but Warren is keeping things tight. This isn't a PR stunt. Usyk's presence in this camp is deliberate, calculated, and dangerous.
Boxing world wanting to go there because Moses Itauma is fascinating. I spoke to Francis Warren ringside on Saturday night. You had a microphone as well. Were you allowed to put the pressure on them to speak? Because I just did anyway.
The message is clear. Moses Itauma isn't here for a test. He's here to take over. Tyson Fury has said that Usyk's movement is exhausting and relentless. Anthony Joshua admitted it was the most tiring fight of his career. Why? Because Usyk never lets you rest. There's no break, no pause, just constant footwork pressure. Now imagine a 19-year-old with knockout power adopting that same style. It's no longer just brute strength versus veteran grit. It's high-level movement fused with explosive youth.
Moses is that his feet and his distance and his range is so good and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws.
And if Moses gets it right, Whyte could be in serious trouble by the mid-rounds. Adam Smith says that even before Usyk's involvement, Moses was already hard to solve. He had speed, range control, and quick counters that forced opponents into mistakes. Now, with Usyk's angles, feints, and tempo changes, he's like a Rubik's Cube mid-spin. Whyte will face a lose-lose scenario. If he commits, he'll get countered. If he hesitates, he'll get walked down and broken apart. Simon Jordan doesn't see this as risky matchmaking. To him, it's a calculated move by Team Itauma. Usyk doesn't just fine-tune fighters. He rebuilds them mentally, strategically, and technically. That's why this fight feels less like a test for Moses and more like the official start of his era. Frank Warren reminds everyone that Moses isn't just talented, he's a finisher. He doesn't waste punches, he doesn't let opponents off the hook. Going the distance once doesn't show weakness, it shows gears. He can be patient or explosive. And when you add Usyk's precision coaching to that power, that's championship material. If Moses wins, and wins big, it's the birth of a new heavyweight superstar. If Whyte digs deep and finds one more big night, it could be one of the greatest comebacks in British boxing history. This fight is youth versus experience, raw hunger versus grit, and Usyk's fingerprints are all over it. One man is fighting to announce himself to the world. The other is fighting to prove he still belongs. So who are you backing? Moses Itauma, the teenage phenom armed with Usyk's genius? Or Dillian Whyte, the veteran warrior with one last monster night in him? One thing's for sure, the heavyweight landscape is about to